to build trust with the concerned customers. Once you've defined the problem and identified what's actually impacting the customer, there's a 6 stages method which you can utilize. So first thing obviously is to be very, very mindful of what your current state is. Because pre-COVID, you would have had one set way of operating the business. Maybe you even had a routine, but that's been disrupted now, right? So the hours would have changed. Different employees might have come in and gone. So what has that done to your business? Where do you stand today? You need a way to take measure of that. Then you need to start reaching out to customers with care and concern, and not just the customers, but the other members of your business community that are helping you develop that trust with the customer, your employees, your partners, communities such as this, right, that allow you to learn from each other, authentically reaching out to them and learning what is on top of each and every person's mind. Then connecting with the customers on their own terms. So based on what I've seen in the community so far, businesses have been forced to get out of their, geographical location and go meet customer where they are. So that might mean at their home, online. You may want to offer some touch-free manner in which you can offer them support. High care. You need to be very, very careful with how you behave when you're in their home, as an example, offering a service or making a delivery, and the coordination behind it. So if a customer is ordering a product from, let's say, your Shopify store today, you're telling them it'll be delivered tomorrow, but it's coming in next week, that's not really the nice way to build a trust, right? So being honest about what you can and cannot deliver. So one example that I can give you of that is, I'm not sure if other people on the call would have experienced this, but I changed my investment strategy at the start of COVID. And because of that, I had to make a lot of phone calls to banks, because usually I would have done that in a branch. And each one of them at the start of COVID called me, even without me reaching out to them, and said, let us know how we can support your business. We're here for you. But as the weeks went by and as I called them, they really were not prepared to meet my needs, except for one bank. What this bank had done is they'd moved their employees to home, all of the people that worked in branch. And those that had cars were actually booking appointments with customers. So I would have Zoom call with my business advisor, show them my ID, have all the conversation. The paperwork that I would have needed to go to a branch to sign, they would actually bring it outside my house. I would literally walk out, check that it's the same paperwork I saw before, sign it and return it back to them. So they weren't prepared in technology or with huge process changes to support my needs. But thinking outside the box, they probably got more business from me than any other bank at the start of COVID, and earned my trust in a way. The part that they haven't figured out yet, though, is how they're going to sustain that, right? You can't have your employees just driving around forever, going to every person's house and signing papers. So along those same lines, you need to think about longer term, how are you going to sustain what's working for you? And that might mean bringing in technology solutions, thinking about your user experience, and rethinking that whole physical connection with the customer. And then essentially changing and realigning as needed. So as Brian and Sebastian mentioned, new regulations, new safety measures are coming out each day. New information about COVID from a research point of view is coming out each day. So you need a way, a dynamic approach to align your business success with that compliance. And you need to build a governance, is what it's called, around that to be able to do that quickly. And that's what's going to get you to the continuous success model, that business model, which is designed for unpredictability, to sustain and scale with your customer. Everything that you see here on that slide needs to be a part of it, needs to be a cycle.